Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's sketch is this one right here. It's a Sketchability sketch by Karen Gerber. And if you look close, it looks like there's some newsprint kind of back here in the background. So I've got my photo. I've got a couple of stamps that I'm going to use to kind of mix media up the background. And then I pulled out a couple of mists. So I have the Nuvo Mica Mist in, what is this, Fresh Pear, and also the Distress Spray Stain in Blueprint Sketch. Now I'm going to bring in some other things. I have no idea what papers I'm going to do, embellishments, any of that kind of thing. So I've got an idea, not sure where the idea is going to take us. So let's see what I can do. All right, you guys, I have pulled out my 6x6 papers and they are here in this bin off to the side. And I'm just going to go through and we'll flip through and I'm going to find myself some layers. Now in the sketch, the photo is much smaller than the layers, and that would work if I was using a 4x4 photo. However, since I'm keeping my photo at 4x6, what I'm going to do is have alternating layers, and you'll be able to see what that is once I actually get to it. So I'm just flipping through my papers. I'm trying to grab colors that would be in the blue and the green families, and then of course I'm looking for that one pop. And that one pop is going to be that purple, orange, yellowy kind of watercolory paper that you see there in the background. Now I get to this space paper pad from Stephen Duncan and Cartabella, I think, and I just go ahead and find a bunch of papers that I think will go great. The little phaser guns, the B-side, and then I go through and I'm just looking for other little bits as well. Now, if you've seen my 6x6 paper storage before, I did used to keep it in a photo box. However, I outgrew the photo box and there was a lot of space left on the shelf from behind the photo box. So I just got this plastic bin from Target. It's actually a kitchen organizer, and it kind of goes the entire length of the shelf, so I don't have any wasted space. Now I am cutting down these papers, and I cut them, some of them down to 4.5, some of them down to 5, so just random cuts of paper. Now I did have this 4.25 by 6.25 globe paper that I'm going to fully mat my photo on. And now I'm just going to start randomly putting these papers down and just start kind of matting them up. Really, there is no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing other than I'm grabbing a paper and I think it looks good the way I'm putting it on and kind of piling it together. So that's what we end up with. And then of course I mat everything on top of that wood grain 6x6 paper because I just really want it that little bit there. Now this is where I'm like, okay, how am I going to get that pop of color? So I rip off the green bits right here and I decide to show the torn edge instead of having the straight edge show. I figure it's going to add a little bit more interest to my photo cluster that I have going on here. Not that I don't need a heck of a lot more of interest, because there is a lot going on in this photo cluster, but I just felt like it looked better that way. Then I decide for my pop of color that I'm going to do, I'm going to use this purpley pink side over here on the left-hand side, and I just grab this scalloped border punch, and this is an EK Success border punch. I did get mine at Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure if they still make it. I feel like it was off the market for a little while or really hard to find, and then you found it everywhere. So I'm really just not sure, you guys. I've had questions in the past, so that's why I'm just explaining that right now. And I decided that purpley pink little scalloped bit is going to be perfect over here, kind of popped out off of the side. So now it's time to do a little bit of background, and I wanted to have my photo mat made beforehand. That way I kind of figured out where I need it to go with things. So I have this chicken wire stamp, and it's from Darkroom Door, and if you've never had the privilege of using a Darkroom Door rubber stamp, you are missing out, because their rubber is such a super high quality. It just feels so good. Now I went ahead and sprayed my Nuvo Mica mist onto some packaging, and I just dipped that stamp right into it and then stamped it onto the page. Now you don't see a whole lot of it here in the video, but I promise you it is there. I promise, guys. And then I had a little mini moment where I couldn't find my word stamp. And I'm using Brutus Monroe Detail ink. It is by far my favorite black ink. And I'm just using the stamp on my fingers. I'm not putting it on a block because I don't really want a perfect stamped image. I want it to be a little bit wonky. It's a background. You don't need to see it for the purpose of the layout. It's just decoration. So I don't want it to be super perfect. Then I go ahead and grab that mica mist, and I just kind of use the spray nozzle bottle to just kind of like rub it on the page. And then I do a couple little splatters. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the Blueprint Sketch Distress. What is this? Distress spray, distress stain. What is this? Spray stain, distress spray stain. So I go ahead and sprinkle it around, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this too. I'm just going to use my little spray nozzle and overlap it here. You can kind of see the little chicken wire coming through up underneath of that spray stain that I used. And I'm just making sure to get a bunch of splatters around. I'm going to add adhesive to the back of this huge photo mat cluster. My original plan was to pop it up, but honestly, you guys, there's so much thickness with the paper that there's really no need to. So I go ahead and place that down so that little bits of the chicken wire and little bits of the stamped words are poking around all through it. And then I grab these stickers from American Crafts. I'm surprised that they called them stickers and not thickers because they are foam glitter stickers. And I just spell out the word cargo. So this is inside the Millennium Falcon ride/experience. And I mean, I took pictures of everything, you guys. So it's going to say cargo. And then I wanted it to say cargo hold. However, I did not have the letter stickers in what I wanted them to be. At first I was trying these bright green ones, but I was like, these are a little bit large. I want something a lot smaller than what I have going on already with these glitter stickers. So I grabbed some mini markets from October Afternoon, and I quickly realized I did not have the letters to spell out hold. And it's a cream background, so I couldn't really use my white pen to take a letter and turn it into an L. So I just decided to change it up to cargo area because imagine that, I still have A's and E's but no L's. Who would have thought? So that is going to do it for the title here. And then I pull out some close to my heart enamel dots. And I got these enamel dots because of the purple ones in there. And you guys know I am a fan of the purple in the scrapbooking. But this time I decided that I needed something that was going to give it a little bit of contrast. So I went ahead for the orange ones and put 2 over by the title and then 1 over here on the left-hand side. And then that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. I'm going to leave it like that. And eventually I'll put its Mickey head on it before we get the album all put together. But that is going to do it for this layout. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you join the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group. We're having a awesomely good time sharing our creations with each other. And I will see you again real soon for another video.